Welcome back to Record Rift, where we tear through history's pages to reveal the moments that shaped our world. Today, we're galloping across the Mongolian steppes in the 13th century, following Genghis Khan, the warrior who carved out the largest empire history has ever seen. Picture a lone boy, betrayed and enslaved, rising to unite tribes and conquer nations from China to Persia. His name, Temüjin, became a legend feared and revered, his horsemen a storm that reshaped the world. How did one man conquer half the globe? What drove his relentless ambition? Join us as we explore the life of Genghis Khan, a saga of grit, genius, and conquest. Let's ride into the fray. Born around 1162 as Temüjin on the harsh Mongolian steppes, Genghis Khan's early life was a crucible of survival. His father, a tribal leader, was poisoned when Temüjin was 9, leaving his family abandoned by their clan. Starving and betrayed, young Temüjin endured enslavement by rivals, yet his resilience shone through. By his teens, he forged alliances, marrying Borte, whose loyalty anchored his rise. Temüjin's charisma and cunning united warring Mongol tribes, defeating enemies like the Merkits and Tatars through strategy and sheer will. By 1206, at a great Kurultai, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler, binding the Mongols into a disciplined force driven by loyalty and merit, not birth, a radical vision that would fuel his conquests. With the Mongols united, Genghis Khan unleashed a wave of conquest that stunned the world. His empire began with the defeat of the Xia in 1209, followed by the Jin dynasty in northern China by 1215, capturing Beijing with siege tactics and psychological terror. His army, numbering 100,000 to 150,000, was a marvel of mobility, horsemen traveling 100 miles a day, using composite bows and feigned retreats to outwit foes. In 1219 he turned west, crushing the Khwarezmian Empire in Persia after its Shah insulted Mongol envoys. Cities like Samarkand and Bokhara fell, their populations enslaved or slaughtered if they resisted. By 1227, Genghis's empire spanned 11 million square miles, larger than any before, connecting east and west through trade and terror. Genghis's military genius lay in his tactics and organization. His cavalry, organized into units of 10, moved with unmatched speed, using spies and maps to exploit enemy weaknesses. He mastered psychological warfare, sparing cooperative cities but raising those that defied him, like Otrar, where 20,000 were killed. Innovations like stirrups and signal flags gave his forces precision, while he adopted Chinese siege technology, such as catapults, to breach walls. Yet his conquests were brutal. Millions died, with estimates ranging from 10 to 40 million across Asia and Persia. Entire regions, like the Khwarezmian heartlands, were depopulated, their fields turned to pastures. Genghis's vision was not just conquest but transformation, reshaping cultures and economies under Mongol rule. The cost of Genghis's empire was staggering. His campaigns left cities in ruins, with survivors like Persian scribe Ibn al-Athir chronicling horrors never before seen. Yet he was no mere destroyer. Genghis fostered trade along the Silk Road, linking China to Europe, and promoted religious tolerance, sparing monks and imams. His meritocratic system elevated loyal followers, like Subutai, a blacksmith's son turned general. In Mongolia, he banned tribal feuds, creating stability. By his death in 1227, likely from illness during a campaign, Genghis left a fragile empire dependent on his sons and generals. His burial site, hidden per his wishes, remains a mystery, with legends of rivers diverted to conceal it. Genghis Khan's legacy is a paradox of creation and destruction. His empire, continued by successors like Ogedai and Kublai Khan, lasted until the 14th century, shaping modern borders from Korea to Ukraine. The Pax Mongolica enabled trade and cultural exchange, spreading gunpowder and paper to Europe. His descendants, like the Yuan dynasty in China, ruled vast realms, but internal rivalries fractured the empire. Genghis's tactics influenced warfare for centuries, from Ottoman sieges to modern mobility. Culturally, he's a hero in Mongolia, with statues and festivals, but a villain in regions scarred by his conquests. Archaeological finds, like Mongol armor and Silk Road artifacts, reveal his empire's reach. His story warns of ambition's cost while celebrating its audacity. That's the epic saga of Genghis Khan, the man who conquered half the world and reshaped history. What do you think? Was Genghis a visionary or a tyrant? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us what historic figure you want us to explore next on Record Rift. If this journey through the steps gripped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to join our quest through history. Until next time, keep uncovering the rifts that shape our past. This is Record Rift, signing off.